PayPal, PYPL, is trending after the company reported a disappointing fourth quarter earnings report, triggering a sharp sell off as investors reacted to both a miss versus expectations and weaker than anticipated forward guidance. PayPal posted adjusted EPS of $1.23 on revenue of $8.68 billion, falling short of analyst estimates and raising renewed concerns about growth durability in an increasingly competitive fintech landscape. Looking ahead, management guided to $1.33 in adjusted EPS for the March quarter and $5.31 for the full year, both of which came in below street expectations. Adding to the cautious outlook, PayPal outlined a 2026 adjusted profit forecast calling for low single digit decline to roughly flat growth, a signal that margin expansion and revenue acceleration may remain elusive longer than investors had hoped. Despite the weak guidance, PayPal announced several notable strategic developments. The company declared its first ever quarterly dividend, a move seen by some as an effort to attract income oriented investors and signal balance sheet strength. At the same time, PayPal revealed a leadership transition, naming Enrique Lores as CEO effective March 1st, 2026, with Jamie Miller stepping in as interim CEO and David W. Dorman appointed independent board chair. While leadership changes can be catalysts for strategic resets, the delayed timing of the CEO transition left some investors uncertain about near term execution. Community sentiment is deeply divided. Bearish voices argue that the earnings miss and subdued multi year outlook confirm structural challenges, including slowing transaction growth, intense competition from Apple Pay, Stripe, and BNPL providers, and limited pricing power. They see the sell off as a rational repricing of a mature fintech with constrained growth. However, bullish investors view the reaction as excessive, pointing to PayPal's strong cash generation, massive installed user base, and improving capital return profile via dividends and buybacks. Some believe expectations have now been reset low enough that even modest execution improvements could drive a meaningful rebound. Overall, PayPal's earnings report has reignited a high stakes debate whether the stock is entering a value trap phase marked by stagnation or setting the stage for a contrarian recovery as leadership changes, cost discipline, and shareholder returns begin to reshape the investment narrative.
So PayPal down 17.83%. This is Tuesday, the 3rd of February 2026. Intraday low $42 or thereabout. Let's see what it printed down here. 42.64. It has recovered from those lows. Okay. Volume so far, it's going to be a big day for the stock. 50-day average is around 15 million. It has already done 16 million, and we have roughly 30 minutes before the regular session opens for today. Yeah, you can see it has yeah, it's printed that this is the plunge we're looking at right now, and it's expected to bounce from let's see, from the close of today's trading session and maybe hold the bounce towards Thursday. Let's see what we have. Yeah, it's saying that it might begin to, well, it might actually contract the bounce somewhat briefly and then resume the uptrend. That's a positive. Okay. Maybe it might challenge the 40 period moving average. In the interim, it's expected to trade within the space at least before the 12th of February. Okay, it's expected to trade within the space here, if anything. Okay, let's see now. Down here, we already have its market grid. You can see this orange line. It gives us a range of possible prices. As things stand right now, given this volatility that is playing out, it has potential to trade between 48.19 and 39.99. It is currently at 43.02. Yeah, this is where it is right now. It right in the support zones. The lower it gets, the lower it prints, the rebound opportunity, the bounce opportunity continues to improve. Some traders will buy it. They will trade this this weakness, yeah, especially as it continues to weaken. But at the same time, it also comes with the prospects of even lower prices printed. So the opportunity to buy the dip improves, and also lower prices, chance of lower prices printing also improves as well. It's increases as well. So the window is opening up, but it's also risky. I mean, just like every other thing, So, but if it rebounds, it's currently at 43.02. Okay, has okay. Let's see whether we can find any sort of resistance ahead. Let's see whether we can find anything that might prove yeah, challenging. In the interim, nothing really. At the moment, it's just $52 is staunch resistance, will be a staunch resistance. $52. We can see here we have it retreated. The 21 period moving average is 52.67, and it also has a Fibonacci projection that is 52.73. That's an indication that we are looking at a stiff resistance at that level. Yeah, we also have what do we have? 46. Yeah, we have 46 as well. We have 46 point, just in case it reverses course, 46.14 is its R2, resistance 2, based on the market grid. And then there's also the extrapolation of its, for this is its 3 period moving average as well. So two, yeah, this the combination of the two of them, the convergence of the two figures indicates that we are looking at the prospects of a resistance there, you know, yeah. Just above where it is, 43.13. We haven't seen any reiteration. 45 as well, nothing there. 46 as well. Yeah, for this 46, 46.14 and 46.73 is. So if it clears 45, then we're looking at 46.14 as a possible stiff resistance. It also has a pivotal projection here of 52.76. Do we? Yeah, we have 52.76. Did we? I mentioned it, didn't I? Yeah, I mentioned it. Yes, 52.76. Yeah, I mentioned it. Yeah, that's a pivotal projection. Yes, I mentioned it already. So it is. I talked about. I mentioned it as a stiff resistance. Yes. So if it does close above it, then things will open up. Possibly 53.4 to 54.63, and I think people are buying the dip as well. We can also actually see what they're doing with. We can go back here on the market and see what the order books are saying. 43.26. It's not so liquid, but people don't mind anyway. They're buying it. They are trading the stock regardless. Let's see whether we can come down to where it is. It's always a problem trying to get down to where the stock is, where the price is. It's not going to let us do that. 43 point, 43.12. Yeah, I think we may not have the memory, but we can. That what you saw there also plays out on the price pressure momentum indicators. They get the price pressure momentums. They tell us how much the various moving averages appreciate or depreciate based on the chart you're looking at right now, based on the time frame of the chart you're looking at. You are dealing with. So let's see what we have here. So the stock is dropping $19 every 4 hours. That's just an indication. It doesn't mean that is absolutely the case. Just based on what has happened, it's just an indication. Okay, so it's saying that we are going to look at the prospects of a consolidation, and then we might see a momentum pick up as well later on by Thursday, the 5th. Sustain stand right now. They have. We just want to see what they've been doing over the past 4 hours. They has. Let's see what we have. Selling pressure. It has continued to weaken, and then this tells us the buying pressure. Okay, and then this tells us the pace. Okay, so let's see what we have. Yeah, buying pressure has it has continued to selling pressure has continued to increase, and yeah, everything selling pace equally increased as well. Yeah, so but it continues to open the window for them to buy the dip on the stock. Yeah. Underlying trend is severely bearish. Unfortunately, the algos were on this daily chart was indicating that we're going to see a bounce, but that's not what we're looking at right now. It's lower prices, lower prices. As for now, projections are currently saying on this daily chart 42.71 has it's a downward projection, nothing to the upside. Yeah. So that's what's going on right now. Just see what you make of PayPal stock, and thank you very much for watching this video.